Yes, we are on to that breakfast dish. That place where we start. That wonderful tea we give you early in the morning. Lucy.
Yes, so this is the part where I like to call the breakfast. If you're just joining us, you are welcome back. This is still the weekend show on your darling station, ABS Television. And today we are talking about something extremely juicy. Something that is so going to thrill you. Yes, something that will make your money. Recently, let me not use recently because it's actually a very old adage. If you are in this world, not just Nigeria, if you're in this world, you must have heard about it being a man's world. A lot of people say this is a man's word. Is it still a man's word? So this is a question we are asking today. And if you're wondering what it being a man's word means, we're talking about the prioritization and the male-centeredness of this world. Men dominating the world. Is it still a man's world? This is a question we're going to be asking. Today we have a beautiful lady in the house, and we are also going to have a handsome gentleman in the house. So we're actually looking at it from two different angles. Is it still a man's world? From the lady's angle, do you think men are still ruling? And then from the man's angle, do you think you guys are still in charge? So today you're going to find out all about that. But then our male guest is running a bit late, but we have a beautiful lady. Oh, see the way she's blushing like a mother. All right, so Chioma is, look at her now, you know she's a lady, she's right. From all dimensions.
Of course.
Okay. So, Chioma, please do me the favor of introducing yourself properly.
Okay, I am Chioma Akamalu, a graduate of Anambra University, and I'm an entrepreneur. That's it, basically.
All right, you're welcome. Just like you said, the question is it still a man's world? And I could remember the issue we talked about last week about a lady who destroyed the husband's property.
It wasn't husband, it was boyfriend.
Boyfriend, any of them. And I went on Facebook to support the lady, and till today, I've not actually survived from that post. Several people criticized me, like, why would you support the lady and all those things? And then we begin to ask that question, is this still a man's world? And on Thursday again, I was at August meeting premiere in Oka.
Yeah.
And the theme of that event focused on how women can also still come out from the cocoon of men. And
okay, so there's actually a cocoon.
That's what they call it. That's what the ladies call it. So what to actually know on this? Is it still has it ever been a man's world?
Okay,
is it still a man's world?
Has it ever been a man's world?
Okay. Well, yes, it has. It has always been a man's world, according to Notion. We've always, from the societal point of view, from our world's point of view, it has always been a man's world. The men have always been the one heading top positions. They've always been the one reaching greater academic heights, different kind of things. But now things are changing. Things are evolving. Things are just... Women are actually coming out with new things.
Okay, so you're saying it is no more a man's word.
I'm saying we are still in the changing process. That's the right word.
So,
we are still in the changing
in your
process.
thinking, what actually made it to be a man's word? Was it? Would you say it were men that colored it that way?
Sorry, I think we have a call.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, in your thinking, was it men that made it so, or the women handed that authority to the men? Why do you think, or are you the person that will anchor your view on the religious storyline? What was your view?
Okay, I think I grew up to this whole thing. I grew up to the fact that we know it's a man's world. Now, you grew up in a society where they tell you, okay, because you're a lady. If you can recall, back in the days when they'll tell you because you're a lady, you have to sit down and let your brother go to school. They'll have to want to tell your brother, okay, he go to school, you sit at home, do the laundry, arrange the house, do the dishes, do things because you're a lady. They'll tell you because you're a lady, your place is in the kitchen. You don't have to move out of the kitchen. You have to always be the subordinate while your brother dominates. That's the society we live in. But I think recent times, things have changed. things have really
or
changed.
things are
If
still
things have not
changing.
really changed, you won't be sitting down here anchoring.
Okay.
Yes, you'll be in the kitchen, and I will be sitting down here talking.
So
I will be in the house.
You believe that we're getting better, or
Yes, we are getting, but we are getting to that stage.
Who is this we that is getting
The
better?
women folks, we are getting somewhere.
I actually don't know. When this issue about being a man's world, men have been, let's say, accused. I will say accused wrongly.
Oh my God!
That there are the people, actually, from what has happened, you know, there's this notion saying that women are a weaker sex. And you see that men actually comes from the angle of trying to strengthen the weakness of the women.
Oh, really?
And that's
Okay,
that's
well,
what
let
it
me
is
get
actually.
it. You're trying to say, David, that it's a man's world because you guys are helping women.
To come up.
Oh my God!
Because women are actually even the people that propose, that say in public that they are a weaker sex, and we're just trying to help you to become stronger. Maybe that's why we're taking domination in all those things where
Okay,
you feel.
Shama, please, can I ask a question
Okay.
based on what David is saying now? Because I've heard a lot of men try to justify all this man-centeredness
Okay.
the same way. Now, when you come to a relationship, they will say that, yes, we keep saying it's a man's word, but then women are in charge because men believe that women manipulate them with emotions.
Okay.
Women manipulate them because they believe women are more emotional. So now I want to ask, in a relationship, who is in charge? Wait. Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Wow. Please.
When you call us, step away from your device. So
And we
Shama-
have two phone lines actually. If you're having issue with one of them, you can call the other one. We want to hear you. This is an argument that will continue and that has continued and has caused even enemies. Because some people, like if I hold a man's view, that hegemonic view concept, some people will become angry. Especially these feminist women will become so angry with that. And we've seen these things happen again, and that's why I want to discuss it on this show.
So, Chama, in a relationship, is it still a man's sword? Are the men in charge or women are in charge because of our emotional nature?
Okay, I feel in a relationship, it's called a relationship because a man and a woman has to be there. It takes two to tango. Good. So now, you have to know the kind of person the person you're dating is. So now, your girlfriend is someone that is a dominating kind of person, and then you're someone that maybe you don't really talk too much. Definitely that girl will actually put you in place if you're actually going off path.
Okay, so you're
Do you
saying
get-
in a
so it-
relationship, it's not really a man's sword, it's more of an equal word.
Yes, because it takes two to tango.
Why does it now seem as if...
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, go on.
What's your name and where you're calling from?
I'm laughing over here.
Your name and where you're calling from, please.
I think it's John Paul.
I am calling from John Paul on the line.
All right,
Okay.
go on.
Yes. What I'm trying to say is that, yes, it's still a man's word. Still a man's word. If you go by the example, yes, you go sitting and he's able to, whatever person that's coming from UTK and the young lady, he'll feel angry, he will feel responsible. So it's still a man's word. That is it. So what I'm trying to say is that there is the world is going towards changing process, whereby it's no longer completely a man's world. Because if you go to work, you find out that there are activities that are being managed by the women that are supposed to be man's activity. Yes, women are occupying those offices. So why is it still a man's world even before we are born? Is because certain activities in the society are still manned by the men. A woman cannot go and say, hey, you don't marry me. The man will do so. And a woman cannot carry wine and give to a woman and say, go and show us your husband. He has a contemporary one. That is why it is still a man's world. So the activity.
So why has it remained that way? Engineer John Paul, what in your thinking has it remained that way? People will say culture, this is our culture, this is our tradition, we should preserve it. But actually culture is meant for men, it's meant for people who are living, and not people who are living who are meant for culture. Should culture define us, or we should define culture?
Yes.
Okay.
Look at it. When you see a man's word and you was starting from the origin, a man's word is because culture didn't. The culture and traditions are being done by the men. So it is something, it is a rule, a norm that has been
okay, you believe that since...
And by the men did it. And the women has to do it.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. I think you made a sound point.
Yeah.
He said that because men still run the system.
Yeah.
I was talking with a Belgian journalist who told me that it's true that even in Africa we have a better story. That in Africa, when a woman strives to get education, she can actually get a job because she's qualified. But you know, in most Western countries, people still look at you because you're a woman and even underpay you. I could remember a BBC journalist that resigned from her job because she was underpaid. Her salary structure was way lower than what her male counterparts at the same ranking were still collecting in this century.
Okay, so David, you're saying that when it comes to Africa, it's not really a man's word, but then Western world is still
it's a man's word actually in Africa. But I think we tend to be more permissible. We tend to understand it from the education point of view. We give more opportunities to women. But when it comes to that cultural part, we still control majority of it.
I beg to disagree, but then Choma, please help me do justice to this. Now you're talking about, it's not just education. In Africa, in Nigeria, even sometimes when you apply for a job, they will not tell you. That is one thing with Africans. But then I'm not looking at you, you already know you're not getting that job. So now let me get back to relationship, families. Now you're saying that in Africa it has changed, but then I'm saying it's not true.
No,
but then let me give you an aspect. If you come to our homes, let me bring it down to the homes, because they said the home is actually the primary political unit. Yes. When you come down to the home, if a man cheats, the woman leaves. Then when a woman cheats, she still leaves.
Okay. Let's look at it this way. Before you come in, when you come to, it is actually what I was trying to raise. There are women who have risen in their careers to become chief judges when their husband virtually doesn't have anything doing. Now, that angle you are bringing out is what I'm emphasizing. Women at work tend to explore the opportunities, do things they want to do. But when it comes to families, men, even those who are uneducated when compared to their husbands, still control, to their wives, still control.
I think the problem we're having is that you're the only guy speaking here. We're going to go for a short break because we have another guy who will be joining us. Probably he might actually not agree with you. He might agree with me that it's still a man's word if you ask me. But then let's go on that break so we can welcome our guests. Welcome back. We're still talking about, is it still a man's word? And we were joined by a handsome gentleman. Let me stress it. And I'm talking about Emmanuel Sukwemeko Keke. I'm correct, right?
Yes.
All right, Emma, we're actually talking about, is it still a man's word? And I know you're also a prophet.
Yes.
So I'd like to dive straight to the Bible. Biblically, God created man first. So obviously, it was supposed to be a man's word. Yeah. But today, is it still a man's word?
Yeah, I think it's, based on the biblical way of defining and everything, I think it's still a man's word. But in the realms of the spirit, it's both words. Let's say when you have to do something about spiritual, when God is giving blessings, He doesn't limit His blessing because you're a man.
Because that's what I wanted to ask.
Okay.
In Bible, was it actually meant to be a man's word or complementary role?
You see,
Man was created first.
Yeah, man was actually created first, but God noticed that a man actually needed a companion. That is why he made something softer than a man, smarter than a man.
Smarter?
Yes.
Smarter.
Thank you.
Smarter than a man.
Thank you.
And in a way, stronger than a man, but physically weaker than a man. Yes.
Okay. You know,
I am so concurring
it
with
was
this
actually
guy.
hot here before you came in.
Okay.
We were looking at what the society is now. They argued that the men are still in control. You've talked from the biblical aspect of it,
Yes.
but it seems that men still hold the deciding power in families, even when they might not be the people controlling the economy of those families.
Yeah,
Why has it sustained?
Yeah, I think
That's
I
why.
think that reminds me of the question I asked her. She didn't answer, but then you can help me answer it. Why is it that when you come to a home, a woman cheats, the woman leaves? When a man cheats, the woman also leaves.
You know, the thing here is that, like what he was saying about that, you know, the reason why it feels like, the Bible said that in the book of James, that men, as a woman, you will seek to desire to control your man, but you will forever be under your man. It's more like a course placed like that.
Oh my
That
God.
a man will always be above. And the Bible said that Jesus Christ is the head of the church, the man is the head of the family. So no matter what, you can't overrule that. Overruling that is turning what Jesus Christ stands for upside down.
So that means you're against gender equality. You don't think men and women should be equal.
I think that would be wrong. If men are equal is wrong, I think that would actually be wrong.
Do you agree with me?
I don't.
Why don't you agree?
Please, I feel. Just look around you.
Okay.
Women are actually breaking bounds.
Yes.
We are attaining the same heights you are attaining.
Yes.
We are striking the same goals you are striking. We are basically everywhere. Go to politics, we are there. In fact, everywhere we are there. Now, Oluchi is here as an OAP. Dave is here as an OAP. They are both
And
here.
you're here, he's here.
Thank you very much. We are breaking bounds.
You see-
Nobody is underruling the fact that men are always at it. Okay, Jesus Christ is the top, right?
Yes.
He's the head of the church.
Yes.
Fine. We cannot say Mary will be the head. No, he's already there. Fine. The man is the head of the family. Fine. That is a well-known fact.
Yes.
But we, in our own ways, still rule that family.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You see, come to think about it, the truth is that, like I said, a woman is actually stronger than a man. Because when you say helper, you mean someone that is stronger than you. So what God actually did was to give Adam a helper. Someone that could, but a lot of women fail to understand how to actually be of a help.
Okay, let me ask. You were talking about both of you agreed on having an equal society for men and women. But can't you see that this disruption in turning this world into an equal equation, let me say equal parts?
David, you also have a problem.
No,
with
no,
it.
I don't. But let's find a truism. Let's find a ground. It's actually causing serious disruption. I've seen women. For me, I think the belief that men and women should be equal is actually making some ladies lose what they should be doing.
Oh
And
my
some
God. Oh
people
my God.
become
So, David,
feel
ask you a
depressed
question?
because they feel that they are struggling to become better than men, and they're not becoming the best
David,
for
Are you talking in
themselves.
terms of, can I say something? Anything
Yes.
in terms of feminism?
Both feminism and these stories
David,
of transgender
David.
that we are seeing more amongst women.
Okay, please. I think this is getting more interested. I'm so sorry that you were a bit late because this is getting hotter and hotter, and I want to beg that we actually postpone this. Can we do that? Like we decide. Honestly, I like the pair. I hope if I invite you again, you'll come over.
Definitely.
Chairman, you come over.
You look
So
like
I think-
your schedule today.
that's a date.
Yesterday.
So we have a date, right? So we're going to have a date. So for today, your last word.
I think women need to come to the understanding of that they're actually created to help men, and not because they are weaker vessels, but because God actually saw. You see, God created Adam and saw a flaw that He needs to put in Eve to actually be of a help. So He actually put it. So we actually need to work together, but the woman needs to respect the fact that the man is the head. I think that is just what I have to say.
What would you say?
I'm actually smiling. Okay, so the men out there,
Oh my God.
please, and please, you have a woman as an helper, just like he said. Please do not try to subdue her. let her grow. Help her. She's a helper to you. Also be a helper to her. Help her grow. Help her explore her opportunities.
Potential.
Help her, exactly. Let her know that, okay, you can actually achieve this height if you want to. Put your mind to it and then work together. That's
So,
it.
David, you are also against gender equality.
For me, I'm not
I'm
not against gender equality, but what I'm saying is that our roles are complementary. Men shouldn't see themselves because they are on top that women are not important or they are less human than the men. But we can actually complement our roles to become better and better and create a safer, more saner society.
All right, so don't forget, I said this is going to be another date. So you just have to stay tuned to this show, and we will have the same set of people in the same hot room to dish out more. But then it's still going to be on, is it still a man's word? But then I'm going to leave you with the words of James Brown, a musician, in his song Is a Man's Word, 1966. He said, it's a man's word, but it will be nothing without a woman or a girl. Don't forget, Weekend Show continues with the breakfast news. See ya.